Boss boy, damn. Yo, boss boy, you're the winner of. You're always the first one to my live, boss boy. Shout out to boss boy, man. Shout out to boss boy, man. What's up? How's it going? How was your Friday? How was your Friday? Are you excited for the weekend? You good? All right, cool. Man, are you healthy? As long as you're healthy and your family members are healthy, that's pretty good, no? You don't think? Eating brownies. Okay, cool. I hope you're talking about real. I hope you're not talking about the other brownies. I hope you're talking about the brownies, you know? Healthy brownies. Okay, to be honest, none of the brownies are healthy, but I get what you're saying. I get it. Mm-hmm. 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 So, boss boy, can you pray for me to win the Not a Hotel competition in March? Selected to go to Japan in March, to win this project in Japan, this architecture competition in Japan. Wait, you did not add sugar? You have brownies without sugar? Man, shout out to you, boss boy. Shout out to you for supporting. I can do this whole live just with you and me. I can do this whole live just you and me hanging out. You know, all of my first lives. Actually, I used to not even talk in my lives. You know. Oh, great. Kuo! Kuo's here. Kuo, I was just telling Boss Boy that you guys should pray for me so I can come to Japan. You guys should pray for me so I can win this competition in Japan and come meet you, Kuo, meet you in Shibuya. And I want to take everyone that has been supporting me here to Japan with me, you know? You know what? I don't mind hanging out with whoever's here. It could be one person, it could be three people. Eric, what's up, Eric? Where you from? Welcome to the community where I share my sketches with people. I share my sketches before I paint them. This is my creative process. This is one of my most recent sketches, you know? Oh, Eric is from Europe. Where in Europe are you from, by the way? Appreciate you, Kuo. Kuo, I really want to meet you in Japan. I really want to meet you guys in Japan, you know? Right? Oh, Lithuania. George. George is here. Shout out to George, man. Love George. George has been very supportive of me. George has been a very consistent member of this community, the Blue World community. Welcome to the Blue World community, Eric. So Eric, I am world building. I'm writing a book that's inspired by a lot of my drawings and paintings, and I'm documenting my creative journey and building a community. So all the paintings you see on my channel, they are part of the world that I'm building. And so I'm 2/3 of the way in editing the book. So I want to finish editing the last third of the book, and I want to go around the world doing exhibitions of the artwork and selling the book, and then hopefully we can make an animated movie of the book. So Boss Boy and Abdul went ahead to make a pin chat, and I think Boss Boy has the. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, yo, Abdul. I'm sorry, Abdul. Nice try. I really appreciate the effort, Abdul. But I think Boss Boy had the best pin chat. And Boss Boy was the first person. Boss Boy has been the first person to every single one of my lives. So Boss Boy is the man. Laura, what's up, Laura? Laura, you're the best. Laura, you're the best. George, I'm gonna give you the book for free, George. All of you that are my OGs are getting the book for free. It's gonna be so big. My name is Yan, by the way. My name is Yan. You can read the pin chat, Eric. Eric, you can read the pin chat, which we should have put out earlier, you know. Marky, what's up, Marky? Where you from? Just That Kid, what's up, Just That Kid? Where you from? Appreciate all of you for being here. Welcome to my community where I share my creative process. So like this is the first stage of my creative process. I do these sketches and then I paint these sketches. So my channel is me painting these sketches, and then I wrote a book. I wrote a book about what all of these paintings mean. So it's a book about what all these paintings mean, and I want to put out the book. Very soon. So I'm just like building community with you guys, getting to know you guys, and I want to bring this book to you guys. I want to bring exhibitions to you guys. Shout out to Gunnar Bacon, 4515 from Thailand and Norway. Exactly. I want to go to Thailand and Norway to see Bacon 45 and show him my artwork and give him the book to introduce him to the story and the world building. Alex, I see you, Alex. What's up, Alex? How you been? Damn, Boss Boy been here for 20 days. Yo, Boss Boy is a real dude. George said, please send to Tunbridge Wells in England. Okay. Appreciate you, George. Yeah, shout out to Eric from Lithuania. Marky is a rapper from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Kuo said, Yan, why did you type crying emotions on my community post of my dog? Oh, wait. So, oh, no. So, Kuo, I put the crying emoji because it was so cute. It was so cute. Oh, my God. Dude, guys, Kuo has the cutest Pomeranian dog in the world. Go check out my community segment on my page. Go check out my community segment on my page. Kuo has the cutest dog in the universe, so I was crying when I saw it. But like I was emoji crying, right? Damn, Alex been with me for a month. Alex is a real dude. Yo, Alex, you're gonna get back your mod this weekend, okay? Oh, okay, Maya. Shout out to Maya. Maya, welcome to my creative studio, my creative process where I show you guys, if you're new here, I show you guys my sketches before I paint them, you know, and when I paint them, I'm world building. So I'm writing a book to explain all my paintings. I am not Muslim. Read the pin chat. Read the pin chat. Kuo said, oh my God. Yeah, Kuo, when I come to Japan, can you show me your dog, please? Thank you. March 694. What's up, March? March is back. Someone said happy Ramadan to you. I'm not Muslim, so you know, I'm not celebrating well, not that it's a celebration, but I'm not practicing or participating in Ramadan. But shout out to all of my Muslim friends that are going through Ramadan. Laura asked, who's your favorite artist? Okay, so Laura, what kind of art are we talking about? When you say who's your favorite artist, are you talking music, acting, like artists, like fine artists? What are you talking about, Laura? Oscar said, sup, my man. Shout out to Oscar. Oscar, where you from? Man, Alex, I see you. Alex, what's up? Alex, you're going to get your mod back. I promise. You're going to get your mod back, but you got to stop beefing with people, okay? Oh, Laura said my favorite artist in drawing and painting. Big Bo, what's up, Big Bo? Laura, I think in painting and drawing, my favorite artist is probably this lady called Françoise Nieli. Hold up, I'm gonna show you her work. Françoise Nieli has amazing work. I love her work. It's just very emotional. Like this is her work. This is Françoise Nieli. This is Françoise Nieli. This is her work. Françoise Nieli. I don't know if you can see the name here. Oh, you gotta see it in reverse. Take a screenshot and look her up. Amazing work, Françoise Nieli. And then my other favorite artist, fine artist, is this guy called Samuel Rodriguez. Hold up, hold up. Well, you know, my favorite artist kind of changes from time to time, but Samuel Rodriguez got amazing art. This is Samuel Rodriguez. Samuel Rodriguez. Samuel Rodriguez. He uses Procreate. You know, see, look, he did Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick. He did Kendrick. He did Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to Sam Rodriguez. He did Kendrick Lamar. He did amazing work. I like how he portrays black women, especially with these amazing fonts. You see that? You see that? Shout out to Samuel Rodriguez for doing these amazing portraits. You know, I bought like 2 or 3 of these, you know? It's just so nice. Samuel Rodriguez from San Diego. From San Diego. Okay? Beautiful. All right, cool. Oh, wait, no. I bought this one. I bought this piece. I bought this piece from Samuel Rodriguez. I have it, but it's still in New York, but this is incredible, right? You know, I like when you draw a black person in blue. It's so cool. I love it. Okay, so Boss Boy said, actually, I ain't even Muslim, but I love Ramadan. Okay. Eric, we don't fish, but there was a beef earlier, whatever. March said the live will be quiet, yeah. Adrian, what's up, Adrian? I see you. Hold up, I missed some chat. Because I was showing you my favorite artist. Jenny, I'm calling you Sophia because I've met a few Jennies on this live. Adrian said your country is in East Africa. Yes, I'm in East Africa, and I am East African. Kuo is telling me about her battery. Kuo, what time is it in Japan, Kuo? Sophia, I see you, Sophia. Bang Chan said, search up Sung Hoon from AnyPen. Please I look like him. Everybody wants to tell me who I look like, okay? All right, George, go have a shower. Cute Demon said, you're so good at drawing. Appreciate you. Boss Boy said, I look like Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars, though. Laura said her favorite artist is Van Gogh and me. Funny. I take it as a compliment. Ryu R said, love your hairstyle. I appreciate you. I have a very basic hairstyle. Like, I just get a fade. I get a fade, and then I get a lineup, which needs to be updated. But I just get a fade. I have a very basic, you know, haircut. Bloxia, I see you, Bloxia. 3 Bloxia. 3 Bloxia. Mikey, I see you, Mikey. Mikey, what's up? I see you, Mikey. I never knew we'd get like this, girl. What you do to me? You're who I'm thinking of. Girl, you're my wonder. No matter what, you're always number one. My proposition. And on his I have known. Okay. All right, I'm back. Mikey said, can you sketch a BMW i8 or do you sketch people? Sometimes I sketch scale figures. My sketching and paintings are inspired by my background in architecture. My background is in architecture. I went to college for architecture and I practice in architecture. You can see that my drawings are inspired by architecture. You can see it. You feel me? You can see it, right? No? Mm-hmm. I need space to believe you. Space to believe you. Space to believe you. I need space to believe you. I need. Yo, boss boy, you should sketch with me. So come sketch with me. I'm gonna sketch today in the second hour of this live. I'm gonna go back to just sketching, okay? I'm gonna go back to just sketching, okay? Mm-hmm. I woke up to you need me. Can you guys see this? Cute Demon, of course I remember you. Very interesting name. Shout out to the K-pop Demon Hunters. Take care, Alex. Thanks for pulling up, Alex. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Alex said I play Escape Tsunami for brain rots. Man, Kuo, how are you up at 4 a.m.? Sandra said I love K-pop. Shout out to K-pop. Relay, what's up, Relay? Appreciate you for coming back. Ahana said, can you give me a shout out? No, I'm not giving you a shout out if it's your first time here and you're telling me that you can't give me orders and it's your first time here. I'm not doing that anymore. That's messed up because now I'm disregarding. So you're taking time and attention away from people who have been here and people who have been loyal to me. Relay, what's up, Relay? How was your Friday? Sandra, what did you think? What did you think of K-pop Demon Hunters? What did you guys think of K-pop Demon Hunters? Boss boy, man. Boss boy thinks he's funny. Kuo said a magician never reveals their secrets. Wait, Kuo, how do you speak English? So, Kuo, are you going to school in Japanese or are you going to school in English or are you doing both in school? Frederick, what's up? Frederick, that's not how you don't become. Is it working now? Is this still lagging? Oh my god. Okay, I think it's fixed. It was lagging for a second. I think it's fixed now. Okay, Danny, I'm gonna check. Yes, Danny. Danny, you have more than 7 lives, okay? You've been here for more than 7 lives. Is it still lagging for you guys? Is it still lagging? Daily dose of Frandom said I lost 13 kilograms. Jeez, congrats. Wait, is it because you're sick or are you on a diet? What's going on? Got it. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it too. Kuo said I go to school but suggesting I'm in Korea, Shibuya. I speak Korean, not Japanese, so I usually go to school in Korean. For example, good morning is in Korean. Wait. Oh wait, Kuo. Kuo. You're in South Korea, you're not in Japan? This whole time I thought Kuo was in Japan. This whole time I thought Kuo was in Japan. Himanshu said, "Why you look similar to Rodrigo?" Who's Rodrigo? Who are you talking about? Marie Joseph said, "You play Gorebox? I don't play games anymore." Wait, Kuo, I don't know why Kuo. I made a mistake. I thought there was a place called Shibuya in Japan, but I was wrong. So Kuo, you're Japanese, but you live in South Korea. So you and Sage have to meet. You and Sage have to meet in South Korea. You know. Okay, so Kuo, do you speak Japanese at home? Yo, Kuo, you and Sage have to become best friends. But wait, Kuo, so that means that when I go to Japan, I won't see you because you're in South Korea. Daniel is from Ukraine. One of my best friends is from Ukraine. Shout out to Ukraine, Daniel. Daniel, are you in Ukraine or are you just from Ukraine? Three blocks here said Sundowns is playing. Marshall, what's up, Marshall? Kuo said I speak Korean, but my friends are Japanese, not Korean. Interesting. Okay. Damn, Daniel, if you're living in Ukraine, isn't it rough in Ukraine right now? It's very cold. Does everybody have access to heating? Lovely girl, what's up? Where are you from, lovely girl? Marshall, I'm good. It's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. Marshall, you have Kuo saying hi to you. Daily Dose of Random said, did you read? Read what? Himanshu said, search him up, bro. You look like him. Everybody likes coming to my live. Everybody loves coming to my live and telling me who I look like. So I feel like so far people have said I look like either Bruno Mars or Agent from AMP. Bloxia, what's up? Relay said, where's Ty? That's a good question. I don't know where Ty is. But Ty is also pretty consistent. Sure, shout out to Ty. Sonia. Sonia's here. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Sonia, how's Dubai treating you? Sonia, you might be happy because Ty is not here. Lovely girl is from Iraq and lives in Belgium. Shout out to Belgium. Do you speak French? Are you in Brussels? What part of Belgium are you in? Are you in are you in the Dutch part? Are you in the French part? What's the other part? Flemish? Flemish? LeBro said, "What do you think of the new coach of Man United?" I don't support Man United. Lucine, what's up, Lucine? Where you from? Lucine said, "I speak Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Italian, Spanish." What? How you speak all of these languages? And by the way, I think that whenever you speak in another language, you like change personalities. Every language you can speak, you're actually changing personalities. You get what I'm saying? Kuo said, I gotta go enjoy some blueberries. Thank you, Kuo, for always leaving us with great snacks. Wait, so Lucine, are you fluent? Are you perfectly fluent in all of them? Sonia said, I'm going back to America. Damn. That's a very long flight. Wait, what's the airline that you're flying with from Dubai to America? That's a long flight, Sonia. But I wish you a safe flight. Marshall said, stop spamming. Yeah, if you're spamming, I'm getting you out of here. Marshall said, I speak Irish and English. Appreciate that. Lovely girl said Netherlands. Okay, so you're in the Dutch part. Lucien said Chinese, Japanese, and Korean mostly. Damn. Wait, so Lucien, where are you actually from? Gorav said, IC will get you back. So Gorav thinks I'm in the US. I'm not in the US. Read the pin chat. Read the pin chat. Sonia, what's up? Relay said, guys, please, your comment will eventually be read. Don't spam. If your comment isn't read in 5 minutes, you can reset. I think I read every chat under 5 minutes. Lucien said, I'm from Armenia and the Netherlands. Damn, you're from Armenia and the Netherlands and you speak Korean, Japanese, and what did you say, Mandarin and Spanish? And oh my God. I'm so goofy said, you look like Tupac. That's cap for sure. That's cap for sure. Daniel said, I have a black cat. Is that bad luck? If you have a black cat, that's bad luck, right? Am I lying? Sonia said, yeah, I really don't know. Okay. Wait, Sonia, how you don't know which flight you're taking back to the US? Clive Harper said Tupac. Yeah, I don't look like Tupac. Yo, that's cap. The only two people that I really actually look like is either Agent from AMP or Bruno Mars. I've gotten Bruno Mars a lot actually in my life. All the people that say I look like Will Smith are all liars. My life would be very different if I looked like Will Smith. Relay said, okay, 10 minutes then. Yeah, 10. Well, all right, maybe it's 10. My proposition, one and only. Adore you, girl, I want you. Of all the things I've ever known, it's you. You're my special little lady. The one that makes me crazy. Of all the things I have known, it's you. It's you. Lovely girl said, wait, are you gay? I'm not gay. People just be saying weird stuff. People, okay, so there's been a lot of haters, you know. Okay, I don't think I get that many haters. I'm surprised that I get haters and people don't even know me. So imagine when I have a little bit more recognition and people really think they can hate on me. You know, it's crazy. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, good. Lovely girl from Iraq. Anyways, wanted to show you some sketches that I worked on. I worked on this today actually. I made this today. What do you guys think of this? I made this sketch today. This might get painted or not. This might get painted or not. This might get painted or not. Appreciate you guys. Young Bass Sega said a lot of people just scroll through YouTube lives just to troll. You're right. Yeah, there's a lot of haters that scroll through to troll, and I get them out of here. Appreciate you, Sonia. Anadonia said, where are you from? Read the pin chat. Read the pin chat. Appreciate you, lovely girl, for the compliments. Lucine said, where are you from and which languages do you speak? Read the pin chat. I'm from Rwanda, Rwanda. I speak French, Kinyarwanda, and English, obviously. But I want to learn Mandarin very soon. Relay said, it kind of looks like a hill with holes. Okay, I take that. Young Bay Sega said, that's a rad dude. Great form and composition on that sketch. Appreciate you, Young Bay Sega. Anadonia said, I'm 21 from Canada. I'm Canadian too, by the way. Wait, Anadonia, where in Canada are you from? Wait, Sonia, why did you say, who were you telling to shut up, Sonia? By the way, Stephanie's real name is Sonia. Stephanie is Sonia in real life. But yeah, where in Canada are you from, Anadonia? Anadonia is an interesting. Oh, shout out to Calgary. I've only been in Calgary by transit, but shout out to Calgary, man. I lived in Vancouver for a while, which wasn't too far. Ergus776 said hi. What's up, Ergs? Or is it Ergus or Ergs? Wait, Sonia, you said shut up. It's true. You just said shut up and you deleted your message, Sonia. I saw it. Om Prakash said, did you shit today? You know, it's funny. No one ever asked me that question, but I did shit today. Thanks for asking. I'm not constipated. And Udonia said, I love Vancouver. Shout out to Vancouver. You know, I've never been to Calgary, but what should I do in Calgary? If I come to Calgary, what should I do? Lost Brain Cell said hello. What's up? George said, I'm going to watch something with my parents. Take care, George. Have a good time with your parents. Cameron said, bro, I hate when people say they Canadian, bro. We don't even want you here. Wait, so are you the government? Is Cameron the government of Canada? Does he decide who gets to be Canadian or not? Of course he doesn't. He just likes to talk a bunch of weird stuff. Lovely girl said, "Why are you asking shit questions?" I don't know. No one ever asked me if I took a shit today. Appreciate you, Relay. Appreciate the compliments. Anadonia said, "Got the skating area." Oh, go to the skating area. Oh, I'm not really good at skating. I'm more of a snowboarding kind of guy. Young Base Sega said, "Do you have a finished painting you can show?" Yeah, I have a lot of paintings. I can show you my most recent painting. Gurdeep is back. Yo, I forgot about Gurdeep. You know. By the way, Cameron, I'm not Somali or Indian. What is Cameron talking about? Cameron's what is Cameron talking about? Sonia said, "Yeah, and apologies. I'm just having a bad day today." Wait, Sonia, if you're having a bad day, then just chill out. March, I see you. So Erguest 776, where are you from? Okay, take care, Relay. Appreciate you for coming. Appreciate you for coming, Relay. Appreciate y'all. I feel like I have more energy today. I feel like I've been activated. It's okay, Gurdeep. How's it going? How's your life recently? I haven't seen you in a minute, but Gurdeep, thanks for coming back, man. I hope you're doing okay. What's going on in the UK, by the way, Gurdeep? What's the weather like in the UK? Is it snowing a lot? Ergs is from Albania. You know? Ergs is from Albania. Bum Patel said I turned 16. Happy 16. Panda Datsy said, "Hey, what's up, Panda?" Anadonia said, "I'm going to the USA, NYC next week." Yes, I lived in New York for 6 years. Amazing. Probably the best years of my life. The best years of my life were in New York. Yeah. Sonia said, "Nayan, I'll shut up." Okay, Sonia, chill out. Shout out to Albania. Oh, who else was from Albania? It was Alex, no? Was it Alex that was also from Albania? Alex, is Alex still here or is he gone? Yes, lovely girl. My name is Yan. YAN. Alex, what's up? Appreciate you. Michelle. Michelle, where you from? Bumi Patel said Eskimo. Erg said I will turn 12 in a bit. Okay, y'all are getting older. Gurdeep said, "I never been in the US. May I ask what it's like to be in the US?" You know, the US is so big and different parts of the US are different. I was in New York for a while, but I've been to quite a few places in the US. My favorite place in the US, I think, was probably New York. I like New York the most. You know, I like New York the most personally. Anadonia said, "Why don't you live in the USA now?" Because I don't want to anymore. You know, maybe I'll visit every now and then, but I like Rwanda a lot more. I like Rwanda a lot more. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Where you from? You know, so Gertie, how's the UK? I've never been to the UK either. Milena Modnor said she's in England. She's in the UK as well. Erg said, "I know there's so much Karens." Yeah. There's always there's always a Karen somewhere, but you get used to it. Lovely girl said, "I'm so sad because Roblox is banned in Iraq." Damn. I've never been on Roblox. I swear to God. Alex said, "You in Rwanda?" Bro, yes, I'm in Rwanda right now. Right now. A punk with no taxes said, "Isn't the US pretty much miserable?" It can be. I feel like the US is made for rich people. If you're not rich in the US, you're probably not having the greatest time. You know? What's up? What's up? Fox Trees said there's always so many Spanish Karens. I don't. We gotta find another name if she's Spanish. We gotta find another name. Read the pin chat. Alex, yes, Kigali. Yes, Alex, Kigali. I'm in Kigali right now. Alex, are you here? Alex, are you in Kigali? Gurdeep said, I see the weather, the smell, and just smells like beefa. Oh, it's a bin company. Read the pin chat, man. If you're new here, read the pin chat. Have you been to the Philippines? No, but I want to go to the Philippines. One of my best friends growing up, shout out to Danny, is from the Philippines. Danny is the nicest person I've ever met in my life. He's probably Danny. Whenever I'm like my moral compass is like designed after Danny, the nicest person in the world. Gurdeep said Rhonda. Yes, Rhonda, RWANDA. Danny said, I have basketball games tomorrow, so wish me luck. Okay. Anadonia said, what's good about Rwanda? Rwanda is beautiful. Rwanda is very safe to visit. It's very clean, amazing landscape, easy to start a business. If you want to start a business in Africa, like if you want to find a place to register your business and operate across the continent, Rwanda is a great place to start. Um, Beautiful places to visit, whether it's in the north with gorillas or in the southeast with an amazing UNESCO protected site called the Nyungwe Forest, the Nyungwe National Park. Gurdeep, what's up? Wait, Alex, you're in Kigali? Okay, so Alex, have we met before? Alex, have we met? Lovely girl said, I'm going to have short hair tomorrow. Why are you cutting your hair, lovely girl? Fox Tree said, wait, Ivy, you're going to cut your hair? Yeah. Sounds like lovely girl is going through some stuff. Anadonia said, I would love to come someday. Yeah, of course. And I also want to come to Calgary eventually. I'm going to Vancouver probably in May or June. Hashim, what's up? Hashim, what's up? Where you from? Gurdeep said my hair was so long it touched my waist. Whoa. That's a lot of hair, dude. So Alex, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing in Kigali? Some of my friends want to start playing paddle. My friends are inviting me to play paddle. I might get into paddle. Nabo Wangpan, what's up? Where you from? Anadonia said, what do you do for work? Architecture. My background is in architecture, and you can see this in my drawings. Architecture. Okay? Architecture. You know? Got it. Danny said last time we had a game, we lost, and our basketball teacher got really, really mad. Like he literally shouted. Your basketball coach should be mad at you. That's how, because they want you to understand the urgency of the situation. Shout out to Anadonia, man. Calgary is beautiful. Have you been to Banff, Anadonia? Is Banff in the state of Alberta? By the way, if you guys don't know what Banff is, it's the most beautiful place in Canada. Oakley, what's up? Oakley? Okay, Oakley, you can't be a mod anymore, You just can't be a mod anymore. You've been gone for way too long, but I'm happy to see you guys again. Shout out to Oakley. Oakley's an OG for real. Oakley's a real OG. Oh, Anadonia said we own a business here in Canada that produces lumber. Canada produces amazing lumber. Canada produces a lot of lumber that's actually consumed in the American markets, but the US is kind of hurting its relationship with Canada. So I feel like you might be producing some lumber for China very soon. But Anadonia, so Anadonia, do you work is it a family business? Do you work for your family? Is that what you're doing? And how does the lumber business work? Are you in operations? Are you in transportation? Are you in management? Wait, Wait, Sandler, you're on Oakley's account? Man, you guys, oh, okay, Oakley and Oscar can't be mods anymore, you know? Y'all been gone for too long. Anadonia said it's a family business and you're a director. Family businesses are amazing when the family gets along. Family businesses are the best when the family gets along and everybody's self-aware. And if you're a director in your family's business, that's beautiful, you know? So Anadonia, can you tell us the story of how your maybe your dad or your grandpa started this business and what was your inspiration in wanting to work for your family? Okay. And by the way, how old are you, Anadonia, if you don't mind sharing with us? Oakley said, because the thing is, my math and physics are getting too much, bro. Yeah, math and physics are very demanding. I'm gonna be honest. I think physics was the hardest class I've ever had in any school was physics, for sure. You know, especially when we got into optics. Electricity was good in the beginning, and then it got deep. It got hard for me. I don't know. I always kind of understood chemistry more. You know, biology was like meh, and I was more comfortable with math. Okay, so Clay said my grandfather was fly. Okay, Clay, what's up, Clay? Claymations, where are you from? Gurdeep said my brain hurts during science and math. Doug Play said no offense, you look like chunks on drugs. Um, a lot of people have called me the chunks on a diet or the Ozempic chunks. Read the pin chat. If you're new here, read the pin chat. Lovely girl said, when I was 6, I had a super long hair, but I forced my mom to. You forced your mom for short hair? Anadonia said, my grandpa started the business to make kitchens, and then we need lumber to produce the kitchen, and he went from there. Okay, got it. Anadonia, you're only 21? Oh my God. You're only 20. If you're 21, you just started life, yo. If you're 21, you got 4 more. Do you have 4? Like, I think you got okay. You at least got 3 times the life you've had so far in front of you. Okay, so Alex, who's in Kigali, paddle is like tennis, but on a smaller court and a smaller racket. And Alex, I don't know if you've been to Tugende. Have you been to Tugende? Or have you been to Basso? If you've been to Tugende, where Mamba used to be in Kimihura, there's some paddle courts. Parvez said, hey, what's up, gang? Yo, Adam, what's up? Where you from? IX Zen said, if reality is what can be observed, what status does unobservable reality have before observation? It's like asking me what do invisible things look like? I can't answer that. But that's deep. This dude is deep. Parvez said, do you have super chats on? I can't have super chats on because I don't have 1,000 subs, and I don't think I got the hours that I need. So I don't think I can have super chats. Mararar said, do you have a black pencil? Well, I do have Muji. Oakley said, so my ex was, oh, it's not Oakley. It's Oakley's brother. What's Oakley's brother's name again? Damn, I forgot already. Sandler using Oakley's account said, so my ex was dating a new guy and she recently broke up with him, so I'm slowly making my move. Okay, so those of you that don't know, Oakley is in love with a girl that he let go, and then he realized that he really wanted her, but she had been dating his friend. And now that the relationship with her new boyfriend is going sour, he's ready to go take his girl back. That's what's going on in Sandler's life, who's using his brother's account called Oakley. For those of you that are new to this chat, Fox Trees, what's up? Got it. Gertie said, I don't know what to say. Fox Tree said, do you know fencing? Nah. You know. Sandler said, I'll ask her to be my Valentine and maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Speaking of Valentine's, do you guys have Valentine's plans? Who has Valentine's Day plans? Because Sandler has. Parvez said, "Oh man, you are really unlucky. I am India's one of the biggest giveaway tubers, and here for my second account, giving away thousands to streams with no low views." Parvez, thank you for wanting to give me money, but unfortunately, I can't get money yet. But if you want to give it to someone else, go ahead. David said, "Can you look at my Mohawk mark drawing?" I'll check it out, Davis. If you post it in the community page, I'll check it out. Slim said, "My favorite Somali creator. You did not read the pin chat, so that's disappointing." Gurdeep said, "For real, people just say their age on the internet, even though they say it doesn't matter. They don't know in real life, but it still matters." You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna say this. What's crazy about going live is all of you know my face. All of you have been seeing my face for weeks, and I have no idea. I have no idea what you guys look like. Like, if you guys saw me in real life, you could recognize me, but like, I don't know what you guys look like. I swear, I don't. I've been talking to a bunch of names in the chat. I don't know what you guys look like in real life, but you guys know what I look like, and that's kind of crazy. Statty said hi. What's up, Statty? XR. Alex said, "Get the girl." Sandler, you got a fan. You got a fan, Sandler. Sandler said, "Because we started like talking yesterday." Man, Sandler is a lurking, plotting ass dude. The Speak of Purity said, "I love beans." Shout out to Beans. Lovely girl said, "I love food." Who doesn't like food? Mike said, "Hi." What's up, Mike? Mike Piccolo. Gurdeep said, "I don't have a boyfriend. I'm just single." All right. Johnson said, "I'm the cat." Y'all just don't want to read the pin chat, man. Y'all don't want to read the pin chat. You know what's crazy? I used to think people thought I was Ethiopian more, but now people think I'm Somali. People are telling me what I look like. They said I look like Bam Bam, the idol. Gurdeep, you're not the only one single. Okay. Gurdeep said I look chopped. Man, okay, so Gurdeep, get in the gym then. Let's get in the gym. Let's get our reps up. Lovely girl said, if I'm ignored, I'm Drake's daughter. You know what's funny? We never talked about Kendrick said Drake had a daughter and he just made that up and people went with it. But where is Drake's daughter? Gurdeep said, oh my God. Okay, let's be honest. Who deleted TikTok? Who deleted TikTok here? Everybody's talking about I'm deleting TikTok. I'm deleting TikTok. It's being owned by the Americans. Who has actually deleted TikTok? Kirshna said hi. What's up? Bang Chan said please search him up. Bam Bam. Oh, I heard about Bam Bam. Yeah, Bam Bam. Wasn't Bam Bam in the Louis Vuitton show? Didn't Pharrell put him in? Fox Tree said I'm disgusted by humans in real life. Damn. Boss Boy said deleted TikTok. Yeah, you know, I don't use TikTok, but I think Carlos, read the pin chat. Read the pin chat if you're new. Lovely girl said no, I meant you're Diddy's daughter. All right, lovely girl, your jokes are getting a little, it's over the edge, it's just over the edge. Over the edge. Over the edge. The edge. The edge, yeah. Gurdeep said I have no socials because I got banned from TikTok because I thought I was underage. I never been on TikTok. Well, I was on TikTok a little bit in 2022, but you know. Anadonia said favorite artist. I spoke about it earlier, but Samuel Rodriguez and Francois Nieli. But when you say favorite artist, are you talking about music or acting or art? By the way, welcome to my studio, guys. For those of you that are new, I'm just showing you my sketches. What do you guys think of this? I'm just showing you my sketches. Anadonia said, I love Ethel Kane. Appreciate the compliments, yo. Appreciate the compliments. You know, appreciate the compliments, yo. Gurdeep said, I'm not a bot. I know. I know you're not a bot. So, okay, so who has Valentine's Day plans? No one answered. Who has Valentine's Day plans besides Sandler, who's trying to take his girl back from his friend? Alex said, I've never had TikTok. What everybody who doesn't use TikTok today is realizing, I realized in 2020. Yeah, I didn't want to use TikTok. I think it was it was the ultimate brain rot, you know? Harry Payne said, are you high or something? Man, people think I'm high. Anadonia said, I have Valentine's Day plans. I'm going to the spa with my, oh, your best friend? Robertson, what's up, Robertson? Man, I haven't seen Robertson in a minute. I haven't seen Robertson in a minute. You know? Fox Tree said, lock in my room, eat chocolate from New Year's. Lovely girl said, and she suddenly plays without me. If you don't have plans for Valentine's Day, it's okay. You know, if you don't have plans for Valentine's Day, it's okay. You know, it's okay. Carlos said, during Valentine's, I will visit Kigali and support the opposite side of your ethnic background. Carlos said, Carlos Lau, Carlos 2950. So, Carlos, okay, so where's Carlos from? That sounds like a Hispanic name. RB11 said, I think I'm getting cheated right now. Wait, RB thinks he's getting cheated right now? Wait, RB, you think you're being cheated on? Oh, shout out to Barcelona, man. Shout out to Barcelona, Carlos. Should people come to Barcelona? Should people come visit Barcelona? RB11 said, I think I'm getting cheated right now. I don't know what to do. She isn't answering, and I just feel like a complete loser. I feel backstabbed and heartbroken. Is there any way I can cope after this? Okay, everybody read RB11's chat and give him advice. RB11 thinks his girlfriend is cheating. RB11 thinks he's being cheated on, and he feels like a loser, and he feels like he's being backstabbed. Who has advice for RB11? Who has advice for RB11 who's going through a very difficult time? You know? Read the pin chat. Carlos said, to be honest, Barcelona and Madrid ain't that good compared to the rest of Spain. My city's like a fake city built around tourism. Damn. People always say Barcelona is so cool. You're the first person who I hear saying, if you're from Barcelona and you're saying it's not that good, maybe I should believe you more than the people that are visiting Barcelona and they think Barcelona is the best thing in the world, you know? You know? Yeah. Gurdeep said, someone said mean stuff about you. People say mean stuff about me all the time and they don't even know me. That's just life, you know? Just that kid, what's up? Damn. Yo, Carlos is saying Barcelona is not that good. I did hear the nightlife in Barcelona was nice, but maybe it's just for tourists. You're right. You know, it's interesting. When you ask people if a city's good, you gotta when you ask people if a city's good, you gotta ask the locals, you know? But I probably believe that the people who actually live in Barcelona are not, they're probably not happy about the fact that the city's economy depends on tourism. Lovely girl, I see you. Fox Street said, "What's the weirdest sport you tried?" The weirdest sport I tried, I didn't try it, but curling sounds weird. Curling sounds like a weird sport, you know? I had some friends that were curling. Curling is a very weird sport. RB11 said, "What is your take, and I can read think clearly." What did Robertson say? Um, so who else wants to help RB11? Okay, RB11. I'm gonna be honest with you. RB11. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, my advice for you is to move on. RB11. My advice for you is to move on. I know it's painful. I know you liked her. I know that you pictured a life with her. But my advice is to move on. She clearly is not interested in you. And it always happens, even me, I feel like now I'm getting better at noticing that a girl is not into me early so I can move on. But I'm not saying it's easy. Like, I'm not saying it's easy. Like, it hurts, of course, because sometimes you really feel strongly about someone and they just don't reciprocate. That's just life. Thomas said, "Who blocked you?" I don't know. Gurdeep, if you don't know what curling is like, let me describe what curling is like. Curling is like a sport where you're basically mopping the floor. Lovely girl. Whoa, lovely girl is being mean in the chat. Lovely girl, I'm seeing your stuff. What did you say? Yes, you can draw me. If you want to draw me, you can draw me, okay? Appreciate you, Gurdeep. Appreciate you guys. Gurdeep is telling us that he's straight. Okay. One thing I've noticed on live, a lot of people go on random lives to troll other people. A lot of people go on random lives to put out hate. People put out a lot of hate online, and what I realized, what I was realizing the other day is like if someone's a hater, it's actually important to have empathy for them because that's how they talk to themselves. You know, people talk to themselves in a very bad way. Yo, Ty, what's up, Ty? Ty, how you been? Ty is here. Ty's an OG. Ty, I've been live for an hour now. you know, Rowan, what's up, Rowan? Rowan is bisexual. Shout out to Rowan. Ty, are you excited for the weekend? Are you gonna keep building your zoo? Are you gonna keep building your animals homes? Okay, Ty, can you keep sharing your progress on the community page? I want to see how you're using that video games to model. You could do architecture. Like that modeling exercise is basically architecture. Like I use 3D softwares a lot to do those kinds of things. You know, RB11 said thanks, Yan, but the thing is, she was the one that came up to me, not the other way around, and she has showed me so much love and affection, and now I'm seeing this. I feel very irritated and sad. Okay, RB11. I think RB11. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the reality is like sometimes there's a change of heart. But what I would do, RB11, before leaving, what I would tell you is try to have a conversation with her, sit down and figure out what's the change of heart. She might be going through something that you don't know. She might be pulling out because she's afraid of commitment long term. You know, so I don't want to say that she's seeing someone else. You know, if she's seeing someone else, you just got to move on. But maybe she's going through something and she doesn't she's withdrawing from the relationship with you to survive something else she's going through, okay? But RB11, you have to figure out what's going on with her, okay? You have to. Thomas said, Yo, Gertie, Thomas doesn't believe you. Fox, she said specific means non binary but into women. Okay. Yo, Alex, I'm telling you, man, RB11 is going through some stuff. Some real stuff, you know? Alex said that's how it is out here. Bro, RB11, you don't got lost in the sauce. Yo, RB11, I know that you're in a tough situation because you're confused, right? She came towards you and now she's ignoring you. It can get really confusing. It's okay, lovely girl. Can you post it on the community page of this YouTube channel? Gerdeep said rar. That's funny. Yo, Jones, what's up? Exo Jones is back. Shout out to Exo Jones. Shout out to the UK, man. Shout out to all the people from the UK. Shout out to that, you know? A tornado flew around my room. Before it came, excuse the estimate. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California much. Like Arizona, my eyes don't shed tears. You know? What's up? Shout out to Scotland. Jesus loves you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. No spamming, please. No spamming. Okay, if you're spamming, I gotta get you out of here. You know? Ty said, I'm actually not that good of a builder, so to see the outcome is very shocking for me. The interior isn't too good, but it's suited for my level of work, so I'm happy with it. Okay, Ty, sounds really good. Exo Jones, how's your life been? Haven't seen you in a minute. Haven't seen you in a minute. Frank Ocean, it is Frank Ocean. Bertrand is here, said good to see you. My name is Yan, by the way. My name is Yan, Y-A-N. Fox Trees said, I'm working on a comic about my cookie run kingdom, OC comic. You know, writing a comic is very interesting. There's someone else who was writing a comic on my live community called Taigi. Who remembers Taigi? Who remembers Taigi who also got cheated on by his girlfriend? Who remembers Taigi? Taigi was writing a comic book and then he disappeared. I haven't seen Taigi in a while. I need to take the mod back from Taigi as well. Taigi is another person who I need to take the mod back from. Gurdeep remembers Taigi. Yeah, Taigi was working on a comic book, and I think he's going through some stuff where just chose to focus on other things. You know? Exactly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, Gertie, I remember Avery, but Avery, I think Avery got issues with her YouTube account, so I haven't seen Avery in a while. You know, I need to take the mod back from Avery as well. You know, I have to take the mod back from Avery. You know, that's all I'm saying. I have to take the mod back from Avery. Ty said, "Can I get the mod early?" Nope. Y'all are getting y'all mods back this weekend tomorrow. Y'all are getting your mod back tomorrow, okay? All right. All right. Y'all are getting your mod back very soon. Mhm. Right? Sonia, damn, Sonia is still here. I'm gonna be live for 2 hours today. I'm gonna be live for 2 hours. I'm gonna be live for another 50 minutes. Bertrand said Dog Can is such an easy person to rage bait. Exo Jones said, bro, I look said it, but chat flooded straight after I told you. Damn. Low key said it. Alex said, wait, back up. You recently got cheated on? No, I did not get cheated on, but there's another guy called Taigi who got cheated on. I haven't gotten cheated on. I'm not even in a relationship, so sometimes I'm just, damn, when you're single and you see what people are going through, you're like, damn, maybe I should stay single. Mm-hmm. Exo Jones said, right, bro, it's going good, kind of in a situationship right now, but it's near Valentine's anyway, so I got you bound to be shit with people you talk to a lot. Wait, so Exo Jones, Exo Jones, are you having a Valentine's Day with your situationship, or are you just disregarding that? Like, are you having a Valentine's Day with your situationship, or are you just, you know, when you're in a situationship, Valentine's Day forces you to recognize that it is a situationship and it's not real. Yes, Sonia, you can talk. You can talk. You know, shout out to Tahiti for Dutch. Okay. Tyler said, and when two people are kissing, maybe I should find myself a girlfriend. Yo, Tyler, I'm not saying you gotta have someone for Valentine's Day, but if you do have someone, it's cool, right? Wagwan Drona. Drona, what's up, Drona? What's up? Sonia, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited for the weekend. I feel better. I was a bit sick throughout the week, but I feel better now. Actually. Actually, John Morris. What's up, John? John, how you been? How's your week? The week has come to an end. The professional week, at least. Fox Tree said, when I see people kiss, I think glad I'm single. Wait, why is that, Fox Trees? You see people kissing and you're glad you're single? Hmm. Smart man, what's up, smart man? We got a smart man in the chat. Rohan said, do you remember me? Of course I remember you, Rohan. John Morris said, WhatsApp. Fox Tree said, I'm disgusted by humans. I don't know why in real life, especially touch. TOCH? Hmm. Sonia said, bro, today I fell off my bed. It feels like I broke my back. Damn. Jesus. You gotta take some time to recover and stretch and feel better. It's okay, Rohan. I forgive you. Tyler said, let's talk about God because every stream is talking about it. I don't want to do what every other stream is doing. That's not my interest at all. And to be honest, I'm gonna talk for 20 more minutes and then I'm gonna get back to sketching. I'm not gonna talk much for the last 30 minutes of this live. I'm just gonna be sketching. I just wanted to catch up with you guys. I am totally religious. I believe in God. I grew up Catholic. I totally believe in God. I don't understand how people live without God. It's kind of crazy. John Morris, what's up? What are you doing this weekend? Axel Jones said, "Yo, bro. So about that situationship, it's more the case. I've been speaking to her for ages. We act flirty all the time, but never thought to take it to the next stage. Everyone is shipping us right now, so yeah." But Exo Jones. So why haven't you been serious with her? You know why you're not getting serious with her because something is lacking. Something that you know is lacking is there, and that's why you're not committing to her. And unfortunately, people are shipping you guys, and now you think you're Exo Jones. You got to make a decision, man. Like, are you just gonna like? Are you just going to? Are you just going to keep? Are you gonna keep this girl on the side? You also can't. The thing about a situationship, at some point, the situation has to end because it's a situation. It's not permanent. It's not permanent. So, you know. Um, Sonia said, "Guys, put some hearts in the chat." Of course. Alex said, "Yeah, Yan, single gang for sure. Shout out to the loneliness and solitude." Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'll never say shout out to the loneliness and solitude because I don't feel lonely. I think being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. The thing about dating for me is I feel like I can't. It's the only part of my life that I can't proactively change. Like I have no control over that. Like all of my previous girlfriends I met randomly. It's not like I was planning on meeting them. But if I meet someone nice, and maybe soon it'll happen, I'm not afraid to date them. But I'm not afraid of being by myself. So I don't feel lonely. Sometimes I do feel like yes, it'd be nice to have a partner to be affectionate with, but I'm still very young as well. Shout out to Ty for the blue hearts in the chat. Exo Jones said it's because she regards us as besties, but she's been acting more flirty than me, so I think she's been trying to hint it without actually telling. Yeah, Exo Jones, I think she's showing you all the signs because I think she wants you to see. Being a girl is a very weird thing. Like, as a guy, I feel like we're so privileged as men, but like, I feel like for women, it's weird because women can't initiate. A woman can't ask you to be her boyfriend. I mean, I guess she can, but like, they want you to ask it. So she's trying to hint at you for you to ask it, but because she can't do it, she wants you to do it, but I can tell that you don't want to ask her, but I feel like Exo Jones, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like you're also flirting with her back, which is making the situation worse, and she thinks she might actually have a chance with you, but it sounds like she does not have a chance with you, right? You're confusing her. Exo Jones, you're confusing her. Sonia, what's up? How are you? So Sonia, you said you didn't know how you were flying back to the US? You're flying back to the US from Dubai. That's a long flight. Thomas said your eyes are too far apart. Are they? My eyes should be closer. Whatever, man. This is my body. This is my body. It's not gonna change. I've embraced my body. This is who I am. I know a lot of y'all are insecure about your bodies. I embrace my body. This is it. This is my body. This is it. I can't change it. I'm not doing no surgery. I can only go to the gym. Tyrano said, I like a girl, but I'm not sure if she likes me too. Being alone and feeling alone is different. Got it. If you like a girl and you're not sure she likes you too, why don't you ask her out, Ty? Why don't you ask her out? In that moment, she will let you know. She will either tell you that she's not into you, which you need to be able to move on from, or she will say yes. The best feeling is when you take a risk to ask her out and she says yes, then you're like, damn, I can make anything. I can just I can I can make a change in my life just by taking action. Gurdeep said, I got a rumor said that I was dating with a boy named Presley in grade 3, even though we were just friends the whole time, but Presley left school. Damn. Alex said being alone but not lonely is a huge skill. Being alone but not lonely is a huge skill. Yes, I think it's important. I won't call it a skill, but it's important. Exo Jones said, "No, mind you, I want to date her, but I also don't want to ask her because if she says no, then like that's a whole long friendship down the drain." Oh, I see. Okay, Jacob, shout out to Jacob. Jacob, what's up? Okay, so what Exo Jones is going through is very interesting. So Exo Jones has been friends with this girl for a while, and he values his friendship with this girl. But the problem is he romantically wants her now, and he's afraid that if she doesn't like him romantically back, the friendship might be dead. But I feel like Exo Jones, based on what you're saying, she's giving you enough hints about how she feels about you too. So if she likes you, if she's giving you the signs that she likes you, I think you should just do it. You know, if you like her, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna look at her every day and pretend you don't like her? You like her. You like her. And usually, great romantic relationships begin with friendships, right? Leander said, I asked a 70-year-old man how he beat a dinosaur in the Cold War. Lol. LOL. Simon said, my PFP is one. Jesus Christ. Ty, you gotta ask her out, Ty. You have to ask her out. Fox Tree said, I love being alone. Appreciate that. You know? Jacob said, I just got back from school. Okay. Jacob, how was your day? Do you have anything exciting for the weekend? Stellar said, bro, you definitely a Somali. I know Somali when I see one. Stellar, you're wrong. You don't know Somali when you see one, and you also can't read because it's in the pin chat. And I'm glad that Gurdeep caught you. Stellar does not believe. Okay, I'm getting Stellar out of here. Bye. Exo, what's up? I said, all right, bro, I will try, but it really opened my eyes because everyone I know this past week said it looked like I was flirting with her the whole time, and her bestie did as well, but I get it. I will try to talk to her. Yeah, Exo Jones, I think you've seen the signs, right? You've seen the signs that she likes you. But to be honest, Exo Jones, I've also been in a situation where I I had a friend for a long time and we dated, and after we broke up we couldn't be friends anymore. Like, we're not friends anymore like we used to be. And it's kind of scary. It's true. Like, our friendship kind of died with our dating experience, and looking back I feel like I should have never dated her. Maybe we might still be friends now if I never dated her, you know Jacob had an okay day. Okay. Read the pin chat. Okay, Fox Trees, take care. Exo Jones said, I got that bad. Her bestie messaged me saying, do you like her? Then messaged her saying, do you like me? Yeah, I value you, bro. You're really wise. Yeah, appreciate you, Exo Jones. But Exo Jones, my question for you is, did her friend tell you? Did her friend tell you that she likes you too? Maybe you should just ask the friend, because maybe the friend knows. Maybe the friend knows that you guys should just be dating instead of just doing this whole situationship thing. I don't even like the word situationship. Like, what kind of situation? Like, I don't like the word situation. I don't like it. Like, it's just like, Ty said there's a chance she has a tiny crush on me. You know what, Ty? There's only one way to find out. Ty, there's only one way to find out. Sometimes you're lucky and she'll make it um obvious. Otherwise she won't. Read the pin chat. Man, read the pinned chat, man. Exo Jones said, yeah, but if I ask her friend, then she will tell her that I asked. Yeah, okay, but Exo Jones, if you ask the friend and she tells you the real answer, then you can just go ask her directly before the friend gets there. Okay, to be honest, you know what, Exo Jones, I feel like you should know. When a girl likes you, you know she likes you. You know she likes you. You know, you know she likes you, and you have to understand that like these opportunities, they don't happen all the time. They don't happen all the time. Especially when you're young and people like you for who you are and not for what you can do for them. Ty said, I mean, Valentine's is coming up, so I mean, yeah, do you want to be ready for Valentine's? Ty, you sound like you want to do something for Valentine's Day, no? Exo Jones said, I will work up the courage. Exo Jones, you already know her. You know what real courage is? Real courage is walking up to a stranger girl that you find attractive. You don't even know her at all. And then watch her reject you in public. That's courage. Gurdeep said 2025 felt like yesterday. I can't believe we already nearly in February. To be honest, who feels like the month of January was like 3 months? January felt like 3 months. January felt like 3 months. You know? January felt like 3 months. Ty said 2026 will feel like a fever dream. I'm very excited for 2026. I think good things will happen in 2026, you know? You know? Gurdeep said 2025 was the worst year of his life. Damn. When I was going live towards the end, when I was going live in December, people were just talking about how bad 2025 was for them. Shadow Fade, what's up? Jay, what's up? Appreciate you, Jay. Clarify the things, man. Dale said, "Holy forehead." I don't think that was. I don't think that was offensive necessarily, but I get why you took Dill away. I like how my community knows how to get these people out of here. It makes the chat so much more bearable. Appreciate all the mods, man. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to all the mods, yo. Hey. 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 Whoa! Gurdeep said the N word. Gurdeep, you're not allowed to say the N word. You're not allowed to say the N word. Gurdeep, I gotta get you out of here. Who called me? Oh, someone said YN. Who said YN? Is it Fade? Whoever said the N word gotta get out of here. Yeah, I got Gurdeep out of here. Don't worry. Skyla, what's up, Skyla? Skyla, where you from? Skyla, where you from, Skyla? Sonia, I got that person out of here. Skyla said Bolton. Where's Bolton? Does anybody know where Bolton is? Where is that? In which is that a country? Is that a town? Is that a city, a town, or a country? I don't know where Bolton is. Oh, Manchester. Ty said I should do art ASMR. Okay, the last 30 minutes of this live is gonna be art ASMR. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty. The last 30 minutes of this live is gonna be ASMR. Panda said, "What's your favorite movie?" My favorite movie is Pursuit of Happiness. Shout out to Will Smith and Jaden Smith. I might watch that movie again tonight. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna watch that movie again tonight. Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith and his son Jaden. Amazing movie. You guys have to watch the movie. Solana, read the pin chat. Solano, Rore, read the pin chat. Read the pin chat. Nadine said, Black Queens or Snow Bunnies? Black Queens. I'm Black Queens all the way. But shout out to the Snow Bunnies too, but I'm Black Queens all the way. Caddy said, where are you in the States? I'm not in the States. Read the pin chat. If you're new, read the pin chat, okay? What's you guys' favorite movie? Okay, what is you guys' favorite movie? Can you not read the pin chat? Can you guys not see the pin chat? Like, damn, like, Latronic 1012 said I'm Irish. Shout out to Ireland. Shout out to Ireland. Free Guy is your favorite movie? I haven't seen that. Yo, you guys. Okay, Solana can't read. Solana is illiterate. Clearly, you're illiterate if you can't read the pin chat. Yo, Alex is hating on the Snow Bunnies. Listen, I just prefer black women myself, you know. Sonia said, Yan, I'm going to change my profile picture. That's okay. So, can you put your real picture? Because I have no clue what you look like, but I've been talking to you for weeks. Sparta Kid says, smile horror movie. Okay, got it. You know? Okay, so what's you guys' favorite movie? What's you guys' favorite movie? What's you guys' favorite movie before I get back to work on these sketches? Kung Fu Panda is your favorite movie? I mean, you do have a panda in your profile pic, Panda. Yo, we have a panda. We have a panda specialist called Panda Dotsy in the chat. Shout out to Panda Dotsy. I would love to have Panda Dotsy in the Blue World community as a person who's defending all the pandas. We need a panda representative, and that's gonna be Panda Dotsy. Jurassic Park is Ty's favorite movie. Sonia said, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Squid Games. Squid Games is not a movie, but I feel it. Alex said, you know Dr. Umar? Of course I know Dr. Umar. Of course I know Dr. Umar, but that's not why I like black women. Like I know what Dr. Umar preaches, but I just like black women because, you know, I feel like as a black man myself, I don't have to explain my entire upbringing and who I am to them. They just get me. Automan said, why are your teeth and skin colors different? Ask God. Jesus, what kind of questions are these? Squid Game is not a movie, but it's an amazing show. I didn't watch. Okay, do you guys think season 2 of Squid Game was better than season 1? Because Squid Game season 1 was good. Yo, Jacob, shout out to Jacob, man. Bashar says season 2 was bad. I agree. I didn't even finish season 2. Ty is sharing his favorite YouTube stickers. YouTube has great stickers. YouTube has great stickers. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get back to sketching. So I'm gonna get back to sketching right now. Do I watch anime? Nope. I read the mangas. Shout out to Jacob, my twin. Jacob is my twin. I'm going to sketch. I'm going to sketch, yo. Chill out. Yo, Ty, I see you. Relax. Relax. Relax, yo. Damn. Y'all just be saying whatever. Y'all just be saying whatever. Wait, Ty, are you saying I can make my own stickers? I can make my own stickers on YouTube? Damn. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So how do you make your own sticker on YouTube? Damn. That's a thing? Jeez. Damn, those are great ideas, Ty. Thank you, Ty. I gotta figure out how to do this. If you can teach me how to do that in the community page, how to create a sticker, that'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Man, out of all the shapes that I've played with, triangles are always the hardest to play with. Yo, I'm not being held hostage, man. Ty, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow. Sonia, I see you. I'm locked in right now. Jacob is right. Shout out to the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. I see y'all. I'm locked in right now, so I'm just going with the flow right now. Shout out to Jacob for getting the vibe. You know? Yeah, Jacob, I see you, Jacob. I'm good. Jacob, Ty, I'm good. I'm just trying to finish, discover something new with these sketches, you know? I like this more. I like this more, you know? Jacob said, my girlfriend said, how hot are you then? Said wrong person. Takis, I see you. I'm just sketching right now, okay? I'm not talking much right now. I'm just working right now. Jacob said, I'm happy. Yes, sir. Jacob said, my girlfriend just broke up with me. What? Everyone is breaking up? You're happy and your girlfriend is breaking up? Wait, what's going on? Jacob, what? Okay, Ty, see you tomorrow. Damn, Jacob. Jesus, I can't believe you guys are still watching. All right, this is it. This is it, guys. This is the end of the sketch. All right. All right. See you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting. I'll be going live tomorrow again. You know. All right, y'all. Take care.